So you have set your intention, you've launched your rocket of desire. Now you're waiting on the universe to take over for you. But how do you know for sure that your manifestation is going to unfold? How do you know that your manifestation is working? That's what we're going to be discussing in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. My name is Roxy Lee. I am a mindset coach, and I'm here to help you banish your negative thinking and limiting doubts so you can bring love, clarity, and joy into your life. If you'd like to sign up for one-on-one coaching and we can get to your specific issue, you can sign up at roxytalks.com, and of course, that link is in the description below. I've also got a super exciting announcement. We now have official Roxy Talks merch. You can check that out in the shelf below this video here on YouTube, and of course at roxytalks.com. Check out the merch. Get your Roxy Talks gear. There's great stuff for Black Moon Society members. That's my Facebook group. So make sure you join the Facebook group, which is linked below. And of course, make sure you check out that merch. This is one of my faves, Black Moon Society hoodie with the Black Moon logo on the front and the back, of course, Black Moon Society. Super nice, lightweight hoodie. I was wearing it all day. I've been wearing my merch all week long because I ordered a bunch of samples. So I do love it. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. It is fulfilled by Teespring. So any questions that you have about the product itself, please refer to the info section on teespring.com, and you can find that merch at roxytalks.com. So how do you know that your manifestation is working? Especially when you've been trying all the things, you've been visualizing, you've been scripting, you've been affirming, you've been high vibe the whole time, yet your manifestation seems to be doing everything but showing up for you in your 3D world. Well, this is a common problem. This is something that is going to continue to perpetuate over and over the more you notice that these things aren't happening or that your manifestation isn't working. Well, guess what? It is. Manifestation is always working. In fact, it's working so well that right now you are manifesting that what you want doesn't come to you. That's how powerful you are. Your belief that your manifestation isn't working is exactly why it's not working. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. So when you feel like your manifestation is not working, you're doing all the things, but it's still not showing up, how do you know that it's working? How do you have faith? How can you trust that your manifestation is being taken care of, especially if you see no evidence, if you see no signs of any movement anywhere, and especially if you keep taking stock in the fact that this isn't happening for you. So there are a number of reasons why manifestation might not be working for you. For one, limiting beliefs, insecurities, doubts, fears, worries, things like that have kind of been creeping around your whole life, things you might have picked up from strangers or friends or haters or past relationships, even things that we learn as a child. These things can all get in the way of our manifestations. And if you need help learning how to diagnose what your self-limiting beliefs might be, I will link that video above where I discussed how to identify your self-limiting beliefs. Now, this is really important because you want to be able to self-diagnose and figure out exactly what beliefs, thoughts, ideas, or whatever are standing in your way between you and your manifestation. Now, if you've done all that, you're doing all the work, and you're still not seeing progress, my next tip for you would be to look at your self-talk. This is a big deal and a big hindrance for a lot of people, and it's something that people don't realize that they are doing. So being on top of your self-talk, paying attention to what you're actually telling in every single moment, that is going to be very beneficial to you. I actually have a video dedicated strictly to self-talk coming out this week. I will link it above when it's ready, and if it's not here yet, make sure you check back in a few days. Now, if you're having an issue keeping faith or having the knowing, the trusting, that intuitive knowing that what you want is on the way because you've declared it and you've sent it off to the universe, then my advice to you would be to be, of course, more deliberate with your thoughts, paying attention to what you're thinking, paying attention to how you're feeling, paying attention to the actual story you're telling, And on top of that, practicing your manifestational powers in other areas of your life, using the magic wand technique to like doink, 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 set it and forget it. We want to set declarations. We want to set intentions. We want to set clear objectives. I want this. I want it to go like that. I would like this experience. This person is going to say this. This is how this person receives me. This is how I feel about myself. I'm reminded every single day of my power. Every single day I am stronger and more rooted in my beliefs of my own personal power and abilities to create whatever it is that I want. Every single day I'm seeing evidence more and more that my manifestations are coming to me. And every single day I'm trusting in the universe more and more to bring them to me. I know that whatever it is that I want is coming to me now. I know that there are things going on behind the scenes that I can't see, and that is fine. Because I also know that my job as a human being is to launch my desire, set my intention, send off my manifestation, set my vibration, whatever you want to call it, and then show up and take it when it gets here. Anything in between, not my business. So I'm not going to put too much stock in what's happening behind the scenes, things that I can't see, because it's not really my job. I have another job to do. I have other things to manifest. I have other areas to put my focus. And doing this is going to allow me to be a bit distracted with all of the other things that are manifesting in my life, all of the other things that I'm working on, disciplining my mental focus, being very diligent about what thoughts I'm playing in my mind. If you are doing this practice, if you're constantly putting in your new programming, I'll link that video above as well, then you're not going to have that much time to be taking stock in what's not manifesting yet. You're going to be seeing evidence on so many other areas of your life. You're going to be taking that feeling, that knowing, that instant, there it is, take it away, not going to offer you any opposing ideas. And then in the meantime, I'm going to be over here focusing on this. You do that enough times, you start to understand the feeling, the confidence, the allowing of just letting it happen. Allowing the universe to do its job, because it's not your job to manipulate, control, mold things. I don't want to have to convince anybody of anything. I'm simply going to come into contact with a version of you that already thinks the way I want you to think. I'm simply going to lock in on a version of reality where I already have what I want, where I already am the version of me that I want to be, so that I can have access to those thoughts. I can have access to those impulses. I can put myself into the future and make it my now, my present, my current. And so that's what we're doing. We're living in the future now. We are now machines, but you're constantly paving the way with this. This is building the frontier as you move on your path. It's almost like it's 3 steps ahead of you, like frantically drawing and building out this reality, and you just don't realize how close to the edge of it you are. You don't realize that you're literally standing on the edge of absolute who knows what? Infinite potentiality. Absolutely everything is always right here in front of you. You just don't realize it. So when we start setting these intentions, when we start being very deliberate about our manifestations and our mental focus and what we're doing with our power, we know lack of evidence does not mean evidence of lack. Again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea what strings need to be pulled in order for that person to do this person to do that, you to win $1 million, you to get the job of your dreams, or whatever. You don't know what things need to happen behind the scenes, and you don't need to know. That's not your business. That's not your job. Your job is to be on the forefront, building, creating, desiring, launching your rockets, setting your intentions, and then experiencing whatever it is. And from that point forward, continuing to build what you want, not taking stock in anything that is not more of what you want. Because anything that's not your manifestation, it's just not your manifestation. Even if it looks just like your manifestation, even if it's dressed just like your specific person, sounds a whole lot like them, but it's saying a bunch of stuff that you're not really trying to hear, that's someone else's. That's old news. That's old me's manifestation. And right now, what I'm working on is this new improved version of you, me, reality, whatever. So when I set my intentions, I trust in the universe to let it unfold for me, because I am busy doing other work. I am busy launching the rockets. I am busy showing up and experiencing, and everything in between that doesn't have to do with making it happen, okay? We don't need to make anything happen. We allow it to happen. We set our intentions. We know that we're powerful creators because this is just how this world works. We study quantum physics if we have to understand energy, to ease the logicking of our mind, to turn down the volume of the doubts. We do whatever it is that we can because this process is happening every single moment of every day. You're never not manifesting. You're always, always manifesting. So remember that energy flows just like water, just like any other substance in this realm. It flows in waves. Now, I mentioned this before. If you are at the peak of one of these energy waves, this is when everything is happening. Manifestations are popping, 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 popping. You're on top of it. You feel great. You feel high vibe. You feel amazing. Well, inevitably, if you're at a peak, you're going to come down into a valley. That's just how it works. It's called momentum. It's called gravity. It's called the laws of physics or whatever. A peak eventually leads to a valley. But eventually, you're going to reach another peak. So it's really important that when you're in your valleys, when you're in those moments where it feels like nothing is working, nothing is manifesting, nothing is happening, no evidence is being shown, that's your indication that we are in an ebb of the energy flow, and that's fine. Because again, if we're in an ebb, that means that a flow is coming, so we want to be ready. We know that a huge swell of energy is about to come our way. So when we are in our valleys, we double down on our affirmations. We double down on our knowing and trusting that this is happening. The fact that I'm not seeing evidence means that, oh shit, a bunch of stuff is about to come and I need to be ready. I need to be in the mind frame of somebody who's about to be leveled up. I need to be in the mind frame of somebody who's about to receive their manifestations. What do I do once I get them? What does the version of me that already has it think about this situation? Because that's where I want to put my mind. I want to put my mind in the version of me that's already got what I got, because that's where I'm going. And that's the mind frame and the reality that I want to step into. So I want you to comment down below. I know my manifestations are coming no matter what. I know my manifestations are coming no matter what because I am in control and I choose a reality where everything comes to me easily and effortlessly. And if it's not here yet, it's not ready yet, and I'm okay with that because I want it when it's ready. I don't want it when it's halfway done. I don't want a pile of dough. I want some bread, right? So we're going to be patient. We're going to let our manifestations unfold and we're not going to meddle. We're going to let the universe do what it does, and we're just going to know that because this is how this earth works and we are here, then we must be able to do it too. We're going to experiment. We're going to take notes. We're going to pay attention to what works. We're going to notice what it feels like to set an intention and let it go. And then we're going to practice that. And then we're going to practice it again. We're going to practice on big. We're going to practice on small. We're going to do it as much as possible. And pretty soon you are going to form a habit. You're going to understand what it's like to just set it and forget it. Doink, doink, doink your magic wand all over the place. And once you do, it's just open season for you. So if you'd like to speak with me one-on-one and we can talk about exactly how to know that your manifestations are coming, you can sign up at roxytalks.com. And of course, that link is in the description below. You can also join my Facebook group, Black Moon Society. And don't forget, we have killer merch. Woo! You can grab your official Roxy Talks merch at, of course, roxytalks.com. Here on the Roxy Talks channel, I go live every Monday at noon-ish PST for Q&A, and I've got brand new videos out every Tuesday through Friday. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible. And everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.